Hello and welcome to the I've Seen Everything Reaction Wrap-Up. My name's Andrew and I'm glad to have you here with me. This is where I share my thoughts, rating, and review following my most recent reaction or watch-along video. To find these reaction and watch-along videos, please visit @SeenEverything over on YouTube. Please be sure to click the follow button here on the podcast, and for those listening on Apple Podcasts, a rating and review would be greatly appreciated. And now, on to this episode's wrap-up for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, aka Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. That was very enjoyable. It sounds strange to say this because there's a lot of these things that you would say are definitely primarily made for children. I'm someone who's very much a believer in that doesn't necessarily mean anything. A lot of these things can be enjoyed at all ages. Disney movies, other kind of stuff that might quote unquote be directed primarily at children, especially in more recent years, have started to be written and produced in a way that they're kind of multi-layered, and there's even things that adults would get that kids wouldn't. So as you watch it more, as you get older, you start to pick up on things that you wouldn't have really picked up on as a kid. This definitely seems primarily aimed at children, which makes sense. Again, doesn't mean it's not enjoyable. I would say beyond that, aimed at just anybody who enjoys this kind of a whimsical sense of fantasy and, storytelling and all that kind of stuff. But as far as the adventure that they went on here, it was fairly limited. It was somewhat of an introduction to Voldemort. It was mainly an introduction to the world, to Harry being a wizard and taking him to Hogwarts for the first time and learning everything. It's a very distinct style that they've gone for, a balance that they've struck. You can see where the appeal would be for sure, especially, again, for young people watching this. Young people who grew up on this kind of stuff. Again, I was outside of that. I was in my 20s when these movies came out. And I just never made it to watch them for whatever reason. But obviously knew that there had to be something to them for as many people to love these stories as did. I do feel like it didn't necessarily hit me as directly as it might hit some other people. I'm definitely interested to continue on and see what other stories there are. I wonder, and all of you can help me with this, I wonder among favorite stories within this franchise, are there people for whom this is their favorite? Or is the consensus that the stories get deeper and more engrossing and all of that as time goes on? You can tell if you look at the different movies even that have come out, especially as the kids get older too. It does start to head into a more serious tone, obviously, as the story progresses. Most stories, when you first start, you're not getting into a lot of the depths yet, but you're hinting at a lot of things. And you're basically setting up the world so people understand where you are, what's happening, all of that. I'm not trying to tiptoe around this too much. I did enjoy it. For what it was trying to accomplish, I think it accomplished it. So combining that with my level of enjoyment, I would say I'm probably at about 4 stars for this one. Not, changing the world for me necessarily, but definitely enjoyed. Definitely something that is a must for anybody who loves fantasy, and especially this kind of fantasy. It does make you wonder, and trust me, I say this about the stuff I grew up on too. I am not one of these people that's going to be like, oh, this thing isn't good, you need to go back and watch the stuff I grew up on. It's like, no, there's stuff I grew up on that was decent and still holds up. There's stuff that I grew up watching that I even go back and think, what the hell was I thinking? I mean, what I was thinking was I was a kid, and there wasn't anything better at the time. But stuff that definitely doesn't hold up. Some of the stuff that even nostalgia can't save for me. Stuff that I don't even like anymore. I'm not saying this falls into that category for anyone. Basically, I'm saying all of that to say I'm not trying to talk up some other, oh, my generation was better or something. But I do wonder when I see things like this. There is an inherent level of enjoyment in this, I think, for anybody who watches it and who is open to the experience. How much of it is nostalgia? How much of it is, I saw this when I was young and more impressionable, and it was very exciting, and I had never seen anything like this before, and I was really transported by this. I was really taken away, and I was in 1,000%. I don't know. I mean, there are things out there that I wonder sometimes if an adult watches it without ever having seen anything from it before, do they even have the same capacity to be transported as somebody who watched this growing up as a child? To which I would imagine the answer is, It depends on the adult. But this is all just kind of, debating or speculating about who we are and why we like the things we like and how things hold up over time and all of that. Still, clearing all of it away, it was an enjoyable movie. It was a good first installment to this universe. We, they're signaling here, we obviously have lots of other places to go, a lot further to go, lots more story to tell. And I give this experience, for me, 4 stars. I hope that doesn't insult anyone. I hope you don't come for me. If you do, that's okay. I can take it. But I feel a similar experience to when I watched the first Lord of the Rings movie. I watched the theatrical version of Fellowship of the Ring. I think I might have given that 4 stars. I'm just one person. I'm not trying to trample on anybody's love of anything. And if you love these, if they're the absolute top for you, they're not even just 5 stars, they're 6 stars, they're 11 stars, whatever. Break the whole scale. Completely respect that. I have things I love that I can't defend to anybody. Like, that would definitely be less explainable than something as obvious as like a Harry Potter movie or something. So, love what you love. But for me, today, 4 stars. I'm glad I watched it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad you were here with me. I appreciate you being here with me. Please go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'm interested to know. Don't give me spoilers, please, because I don't want to know what's coming. But is this your favorite Harry Potter movie? If it's not, don't tell me what your favorite is about, but tell me what your favorite is, if you would. I'm very interested to know. Rank them for me. Like, of all the ones that are out there, give me an order of which ones you think are best. I would be interested to know how universal people's perspectives on that are, or do people like kind of vary greatly in how they feel about it. Anyway, that's it for this one. Again, really appreciate you being here. Really enjoyed the movie. So before we go, please make sure to go ahead and check out the Patreon. There's a full-length reaction for this movie over there, along with full-length reactions for other movies, exclusive TV reactions over there, all kinds of stuff. Please go ahead and have a look. It's all free as of right now, as of the recording of this video, while we're getting the Patreon going. So really appreciate you stopping by to have a look. If you'd be so kind, please go ahead and rate, comment, and share this episode of the podcast. Really helps me out here. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for being here today. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the I've Seen Everything reaction wrap-up. Again, to find these reaction and watch-along videos, please visit @SeenEverything over on YouTube. Please consider following the podcast, and for those on Apple Podcasts, a rating and review are always appreciated. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll meet you here on the next episode.